Hi friends, today we are going to discuss about the functional and structural unit of the kidney, that is nephron. So how the nephron work, and if any damage to the nephron, then what are the complications. So for this purpose we have the structure of the nephron, very nice graphical presentation and animated video we have. Okay, for this purpose, first we can see that this is the afferent arteriole. Okay, the afferent arteriole leads inside and forming the glomerulus. Okay, after that it leads out as a efferent arteriole, then pretubular system. This pretubular system surrounds the capillary, around the loop of Hanel loss, around the tubular system. Okay, for the purpose of the reabsorption. For this purpose, okay, let's see, this is the glomerulus. We can see in the glomerulus it is a network of capillaries, capillary tuft. Okay, capillary tuft, for example, these are the capillaries. It move like this, like this, like this in, okay, and then they form a tuft of the capillaries. So this capillary tuft is responsible for the filtration mechanism, and this filtration is significantly caused due to the effective filtration pressure generated by the small efferent arteriole, or we can say that the hydrostatic pressure which generate in these capillaries, they help in effective filtration of the fluid from the capillaries. This is the capillary networks. Okay, after the filtration, this filtered material goes to the proximal convoluted tubule. Okay, this proximal convoluted tubular system, which surrounded by the pretubular capillary network, and this pretubular capillary network, this pretubular network is help in the reabsorption purposes. So mostly 80% of reabsorption is carried out in the proximal convoluted tubule. After that, the filtered material, after reabsorption, it leads to the descending loop of Hanel, and then descending loop of Hanel here also help in the reabsorption of water. Okay, and then this filter fluid goes up into the ascending loop of Fennel. This ascending loop of Fennel is impermeable to water. Water cannot cross this the membrane of this loop, so it is having special type of receptors and transporters. Sorry, the transporters, they are mainly called as sodium potassium 2 chloride transporters. They transport into the lumen salt, sodium, potassium, and 2 chloride. So these salts into the interstitium, they increases the osmolarity. This osmolarity helps in the maintenance of the counter current mechanism, and help in the formation of urine. So we can say that in the proximal convoluted tubule, the urine is osmotic. Okay, the osmolarity remains the same in proximal, while in the descending loop of Handel, the osmolarity of the urine become increases because water is pumped out and salts intaken into the tubular system. So osmolarity increases when the urine go up. Okay, here the salts throw out from the urine and no water intake, so the osmolarity decreases, so it become hypoosmolar. After that, the urine, it move up and it go to the distal convoluted tubular system. The distal convoluted tubular system also help in reabsorption, but mainly distal convoluted tubule and the collecting duct, they work as a response of hormone, that is ADH and the aldosterone. Aldosterone help in the reabsorption of salt, whether the ADH, they help in maintaining the body fluid by the reabsorption of water from these ductal systems. So this is about the nephron. If you look the video that how it look like, how the filtration occur, so we can see that the filtration move like this into the proximal convoluted tubule, then it leads to the descending, then it leads to ascending loop of handle, and it go to distal convoluted tubule, and after that it into the collecting duct, and here mainly absorption of urea, and then it leads to the out of the body, okay, into the calyxes, minor calyx, major calyx, and pelvis, and then uterine bladder. So this is about this. If in any case any destruction to the nephron, okay, the glomerulus or any part of the nephron, then if the injury is so severe and it leads to the destruction of the neuron in any case, okay, then it leads to glomerulonephritis, okay, then it leads to further destruction, acute renal failure, then it leads to the chronic linear renal failure. So we will discuss that what causes in renal failure. So for that purpose we have some information about the renal failure. So the nephron meaning the kidney is a microscopic structure and the functional unit of the kidney. In the kidney failure, the inability to remove the waste and the excess water from the bloodstream, leading to the accumulation of the harmful substances from the kidney, harmful fluid into the body. This can lead to the complication including nausea, a build up of the fluid around the heart. So why the fluid is built up into the precardial spaces? Because as the kidney will not form accumulation of many waste, okay, or loss of protein, there is hypoproteinemia. It leads to the leakage of the fluid and accumulate into different spaces. It leads to ascites, it maybe leads to precardial fluid accumulations, okay. So this is about it. So it also leads to nervous problems. It also leads to nausea or seizures or coma. Seizure is mainly due to the brain damage, and coma is also, it is in case of chronic renal failure, accumulation of the nitrogen compounding containing compounds that leads to the destruction of the brain cells and leads to the coma. The kidney failure is commonly caused by the high blood pressure or the diabetes. Patients in the early stages of the kidney failure may not experience any symptoms. They, though they are at the risk of progressing into the complete kidney failure, also called as end-stage renal disease. The symptoms of the complete kidney failure including swelling of your lower limbs, loss of appetite, electrolyte imbalance, and diseases. Bone disease due to the we can say decrease in calcium concentration in the plasma. A patient with the complete kidney failure require a kidney transplantation, peritoneal dialysis, or hemodialysis in order to properly filter their blood. So this is about the nephron and the function of nephrons. Thank you.